Hello, and welcome to the Old Farm Bus Podcast. This is the back of the bus session.
Hello and welcome to the Old Farm Bus Back of the Bus Sessions podcast. I'm buzzing today. It's been a bit wild, I must admit. Technology wasn't technologying, but we've got Lucas and James from Blank Creative. Yes!
Let's go.
Boys, that was a bit much, wasn't it?
It was.
That was hard work. Let me take these off so I can join you a little bit. You've not got your headphones on.
No.
I look cool though. Tell me, let's jump straight in. The business, Blank Creative. What is it? Why do you do it?
So we provide videography, photography, social media management, all of that for businesses, entrepreneurs, and it's basically to help them scale online and generate leads and grow a business through social media.
Awesome. So, James, did you set it up? It's your company.
Yeah. So I set it up, and now I've got Luca. Basically, what? Right. So let's go back to about.
Mate, we'll go back as far as you need to go. Do you want to go in the womb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes, boys, we're in it together, huddled in.
So basically, about 4 years ago, we tried doing it, but we had no business knowledge. We'd only ever worked like a 9-to-5 job, so obviously not really learning that business knowledge or being around people who have been successful. So we tried doing it, but it didn't really work because we didn't have them skills. Then I got a job working for 2 property guys as an employee. So then in them 2 years, you got to imagine they're running multi-million-pound businesses. They're going to meet people they know who are also running similar businesses. And I just picked up all the skills, and now we're doing it properly.
These lads, did they see something in you? Did you know them? How did you? Because we do Creative Hub here.
Yeah.
I'm working with a lot of young people, and hopefully a lot of young people are watching this. Because how old are you two?
I'm 23.
Wow.
22.
22, 23. Incredible. There's skills that you need to know now that we didn't need to know as much back then.
Yeah.
And I think it's confidence, it's networking, meeting people, and thriving in that way. Because a lot of the jobs are becoming obsolete now. So, what was your journey into that?
So for them guys, it was literally as simple as me applying on Indeed. But
really?
the guy said the one thing that stood out was everyone else would just apply, but I then went to the extra step to message him on Instagram. He said, okay, that's someone that really wants this job. So then from there, just went from there basically.
Oh, so you like the hustle in you then?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that works for us as a drummer, Ollie, he sent me a YouTube link, and it was him. He'd done a video and sent it in as, "Hi, Chrissy and Mikey, I just want to share." And as soon as I watched that, I was like, he's in. He's one of my people. So that's a beautiful piece of advice. You two, Lucas, James, how do we meet? How do we know one another? What's the steps?
Well, we met in college. It was actually quite a funny story. James, the first time I met James was we got paired into a group. And obviously at the start he started messaging my ex at first.
Yo, what? Go on, mate. We don't have to be all businessy here. We can be real. Yes, boys.
Which was quite funny, but nothing like that. But later on, anyway, we went into the group, met each other. She wasn't in that day, so we had to work together for the first time, which was a bit awkward. And he still makes fun of me at that today.
So, do you work well as a duo? And is there 2 of you in it at the minute then?
Yeah, it's 2 of us in it. Eventually, we want to grow it to a point where we'll have like editors under us who are telling, you edit this, you edit that. And eventually, the goal is we want like a little office as well, somewhere, not a little office where we can work from. But at the minute, it's just us 2. So,
sick. It's awesome. Right, so videography.
Yeah.
I'm an old codger now. I'm like 32. 10 years on you both. But I got into poetry, found my passion, and that sparked other passions. So then I found videography through it. I actually always used to love it as a young person. Me and my friends just go out in the park and we make horror films.
Yeah, nice.
One of them got into Cannes Film Festival. I think his dad had some money and he chucked it in. You are playing this. But it was exciting back in the day. I left it behind and then got back into it, so I revitalised it. I feel there was a lot of, for me, when we were doing music videos 5 years ago,
Yeah.
a lot of prep, a lot of like thinking about how we're going to do this content, mapping it out. I've got all the technology. Being young people, how changing is the industry going? Because I've noticed it's like fast food. It's sort of going, you've got to get stuff out as fast as you can. It's not necessarily about pretty anymore, or is it? I don't know. This is maybe a conception I have, but it's an interesting one I'm feeling.
It varies, because I think in content creation anyway, it goes up and down. It's always changing. Like AI, that happens so fast. People are having to adapt to that. But people are just doing a lot of content just on their iPhone now. They're just like on TikTok, for example, people have millions of followers just filming on their iPhone. But there's still people who want that premium quality content. Like our clients, they could just film it on the phone, but they want it to look like almost TV level. They want that premium feel to their content.
Is that because of sort of like pride for the business then?
Yes, well, some of our clients have like an online course or program they're selling, or they've got something that they want people to sign up for. If they're just filming on an iPhone, it's kind of like, oh, this person's not serious. They want it to look clean, big lights, like how you've got big lights up, and they want it to be like the good quality, basically.
The proper stuff.
Yeah, to give the premium feel.
Yeah, I think that as a business owner though, even if you don't necessarily need that, it feels good. So afterwards, you feel achieved from doing it.
Yeah.
And but again, with music videos, I want to look back at something, and if it took loads of money and loads of time and then extra hours, it's a feeling you get from it.
Yeah.
Rather than knowing I've just tried to shuffle something out as fast as possible. So that's how people are treating their businesses.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, that's wicked. So did you two go down similar paths in life in terms of going self-employed and finding your own feet in business and stuff? Tell me your stories.
The way we went down a similar path is obviously we went on the same course in college, and that's how we met. And then from there, it's the passion that we've shared for cameras, for content creation. So yeah, in that sense, yeah. But then we can also be very different as well. Like we have different hobbies. Like he was doing diving in Cyprus.
Yeah, I want to know this because if you go fairly far back, to find people who are young but have that hustle and want to make it on their own, be self-employed in life, it takes guts and it takes an extra step to go and do that and find a person and go, we're just going to do it. So it's really inspiring, and I kind of want to know what that is in both of you, if you've always had that feeling of I'm a little bit different, or I need to go out on my own and do my thing. Where's that come from for both of you? I'll ask you, Lucas, like where is that in your life?
Well, obviously when I left college, I was sure I wanted to do like photography and videography, but I never really thought I had the time to do it. I was mainly working. As soon as I left college, I went straight into work, pretty much full time. So pretty much after that, I wanted to step out my comfort zone a bit more. So obviously I did the photography and videography with James during the time, but obviously we stopped it for a while because obviously I carried on with work more. From that point, I just kind of wanted to leave England for a little bit, for about 4 months, to go to Cyprus to see all my Cyprus side of the family and do my dive master and work as a diver for a few months, just to get me out of that comfort zone and obviously build. Yeah, I know. Right. But that's just to build up my confidence and so forth. But as I came back, I didn't have a job lined up here. I was like, okay, I might as well do this now with James, because otherwise, if I don't do it now, I won't ever do it, ever. It's just taking that risk.
Hey, I was going to say a pun here, taking that plunge.
Yeah.
It was so fitting and so right.
Yeah.
Okay, and same with you, James. Like, what was it to get that drive?
So I'll be honest, because I see a lot of people online with like running a business and stuff. They say, oh yeah, I was different, I always had this drive. I wasn't. I was lazy for years. Even like the past year when I was an employee for the two people doing the same thing, I had laziness. I was like, oh, I can't be able to do that. Oh, wake up, oh, I want an extra hour in bed. I didn't have that drive for it. Then just that simple thing of starting my own business, and now it's my project. If it fails, then what, I'm going back to working a 9 to 5 and then probably be fucking depressed. But,
And was it like that for you, the 9 to 5 grind?
yeah, it's just like boring. Your days are gone. I remember I did
What were you doing? Yeah.
I've done all sorts. I worked in nightclubs, worked in a call centre. But like, I worked in a call centre, for example. It was long hours. And I'm like, I don't have any time now to live life. Like for me, it's all, I had this especially after COVID, when we're all in lockdown. I left COVID and I was like, fucking hell, I feel like I don't have many memories. So then, since then, I'm just so bothered about living life to the fullest.
Oh man, I like this. This is.
having-
I just got to come up as you were talking, and I was like, keep going.
Like, I think that's what life is about, making memories with your friends, and just, you want to get to a point when you're about to die, you look back in life, you're like, fucking hell, that's a good life. Rather than,
fucking hell, mate. This is the shot. In fact, we're done now. Yeah. Yes, we got the good bit, lads.
But yeah, rather than looking back and be like, oh, stuck in a 9 to 5 job my whole life, you'd be like, oh, wasted it.
Yeah.
But then, with me as well, the one passion I found was this, videography, content creation, anything else. I tried all sorts. My mum and dad took me to like karate, kickboxing, skateboarding.
There's something wrong with him. Fix him.
I did it all for like a couple of weeks or a couple of months. I'm like, I'm not enjoying it. I'm like, there's no drive for it. When I found this, and I was like, I've just always had that drive. I've been doing it for like over 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've
Just started
got
from
some
a young age.
weird projects under your belt then, right?
Yeah.
Go on. Like, we've had a mad day today just getting this to work.
Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah.
drive. I don't know what it was. We have no idea. But I think in this industry, my lived experience anyway, it's very much about finding solution, mistakes, just going forward, making it work. Would you say similar in your worlds?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, how's it been? What's your experiences?
There's a lot. People don't realise in content creation there's a lot of problem solving.
Fucking hell.
For example, we know from today we had to do a lot of problem solving.
God. As a collective, weren't we? Let's we're in it together.
I mean, even like the other week, we went up to Liverpool to film for a couple of days with a client there, and we're setting up a shot in the office. It looks a bit shit there. So then straight away, like, hey, how do I make this look good? Again, how do I have this premium feel that they're wanting? And then you're like, okay, it might be an audio issue. Okay, do we have to swap mics? So there's so many layers to it to try and get everything looking perfect.
And what kind of stops you not stopping? Like, what makes you feel just keep going? Because a lot of people would do a project, have grain, have banding, have whatever go wrong with their shots, or go on with their projects, and they're like, I'm not good at this. Why do you just keep going?
So I think we both. I'll let
I'm an
Lucas
idiot.
I'll let Lucas answer for the photos in a minute. But on the videography side, for me, is the fact you're taking all these raw clips and creating like a movie. Like I've made content before, and I've showed family or friends, and I see them tearing up and they're crying because I've edited it in such a way, filmed it in such a way that it's actually moved people. And that's what I keep saying to Lucas. I really want to do a documentary, like a really serious documentary, and try and create that movie like that. But then, yeah, it's just the passion that keeps me going. And as well, when you have good clients, they're giving you feedback. Like two of our clients, Afam and Liam, property guys, they always message you, oh, you both ace at what you do, you're gonna smash it. And it's like that encouragement from being around good people as well.
You quite like the playing with emotion though. Is that something you're good with?
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I like that. Not just sad emotion, but all just emotion, exactly. But heightened. Yeah, you want to make people feel.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good artist in there. Yeah, Lucas, same with you. Like, have you had messy shoots or situations gone wrong, lost footage or anything?
Yeah, I've had a few.
Thank God. I feel supported, lads.
Like, when I do a gig, for example, I'll go in and then I'll look at my settings, make sure it's all right, and then I get there, it's a really dark room, and then I'm taking a picture and I'm like, it's too dark. And then I'm like,
you're like proper sweating.
Yeah, and then, or there's lasers, and you have to watch out with the lens, because they obviously can break the sensor on the camera.
Like literally?
Yeah.
So like I went to Goose Fair.
Wow.
And I did a few shots on my camera, and all of a sudden I'm filming, all of a sudden I see a load of lasers. I'm like, fuck, just put it down, because
it can actually
laser,
like just fully.
Yeah.
It's about the sensor inside. So if that laser hits the sensor, it's just cooked. It can even happen on your iPhone.
Lads, that's wild. That's a new one to me. I'd have been there absolutely blasé. Hey, let's get. Oh, I love that laser. Let's get it in there. and you two were like cuddling over your cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, have you lost footage?
I have, yeah.
There's nothing quite as painful as that, right?
No.
In the job we're in.
I think I hate when you start filming or doing your photos and you look back on the footage when you get back thinking it is good, and then something's blurry or something's off, something's not focused, but it's all a learning curve anyway. That's what it's all about. But me and James always learn from each other as well. So, like, if anything goes blurry, we can show each other why it went blurry. Because I know a lot more on the photography side, and James knows a lot more on the videography side.
Yeah.
So we learn from each other from that.
And as well, we've had a lot of audio issues.
Yeah.
I've
Right,
learned now.
James, calm down. Don't look at me like that and then say that.
Before, I got flown out to Thailand to film someone, and there was this really nice shot on the balcony. I've learned now, so again, as Lucas said, you also learned from it. I learned how to always have headphones on if I'm doing a shoot like that, like out and about, because you want to always be monitoring the audio. So like, we were on the balcony, like beautiful Thailand sunset, and then filmed it for about 20 minutes. It's not until I got back to England, and watch it, the audio was just messed up.
Just like...
Yeah. And then there was a time we filmed at Splendor. And it was the vaccines, so quite a big band. And then at this time Lucas was filming it, and then I just looked to the right and I noticed the microphone wasn't plugged in.
Oh boy, it's literally little milliseconds of stupidity, isn't it? That's
And
all
just
it
like-
takes is
Yeah.
just a thing.
And then when it happens, he's like, fuck.
Yo, how much of it did you miss, or did you catch it?
Luckily it was only a couple of minutes, so then I just quickly plugged it back in, and Lucas looked at me like, oh my god.
I remember, have you filmed in a really old, do you know what them lights, fluorescent lights? Have you been in there?
Yeah.
The first time that happened to me, I literally got onto YouTube. It was like, my camera's doing a weird banding thing. Luckily I typed in the right terminology and it came straight up, and I fixed it within 12 seconds to go as the speaker was coming on, and honestly just setting things up right and getting it aligned. But those sweaty moments are the ones, and even if it goes wrong, you're just going to have to kind of own up to it and be like,
exactly.
This is the way it is. Sometimes I've not owned up and I've tried to wing that. Don't do that. Lie my heart out.
Yeah.
What's some of your favourite things you've done? What are like the best projects, the best people you've worked with? Because 10 years you've been in the game. How long with you, Lucas?
Well, I did do YouTube when I was younger as well.
Oh,
but
sick.
it wasn't serious like how James did it. It was just more of recording with my mates and just having a laugh. But then I stopped that going through school, and then in college I was more interested it from there, because I did VFX at first and animation.
VFX?
Yeah, like visual effects and stuff like
Wicked.
that. But then I realised I can't draw for my life. I had to do an ident once and it was just god awful. That Robin Hood one. Awful.
Why, tell us about that. Or...
Oh, you just had to draw, and I had to use Illustrator, and then I had to go and use After Effects and then animate the picture, and it just looked so low budget. It was so funny, but
when you find your thing,
Yeah.
you kind of know, don't you? It's straight away. It's like it's a feeling.
yeah.
Do you get in flow state when you're working together and you're working on
think so,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's that sense of this is it. Because maybe if I was doing like VFX, it's just a bit arduous. I'm
Yeah.
doing it. I'm like this. Even the struggle in Final Cut or when we're going through this, it's like I know where I want to be with it, so you'll get through it. But was that a feeling where you're like, I'm not even vibing the learning of this?
Yeah, I got through that towards like halfway through the year, especially when it was going through COVID as well. So we weren't really using any of the softwares anymore because we had to work from home, and it started becoming more about history on VFX and filming. And like, okay, it's not really for me. So when I got to the next year, that's when I changed to the film and TV course, and that's when I met James.
Aye. And then the magic happened.
Yeah.
Like, young people listening to this, like I'm thinking a little bit even younger than you will go 15, 16.
Yeah.
They're on their TikToks, they're swiping, they're a little bit stuck to just watching the stuff.
Yeah.
So they're just consumers. But they're like, I would actually like to be a content maker and a creator. what's your advice to them? Because I mean, you've been helping me out loads, brother. I'm really inspired by you. So yeah, give some thoughts on that.
So I think the main thing is, like for me, you just it's what everyone says, you just got to do it. Because with anything in life, I feel like everyone just overthinks it. Oh, it might be the smallest thing, like, oh, I need to decorate my living room. Oh, I'll do it next month. I'll do it next month. Like, people always put things off for a long period of time, but it's not until you do it, you're going to actually know if you enjoy it for one, and then see the process and get the benefits from it.
That's beautiful. And again, is it sort of that sense of be bad? Just be shit at it. Like, go out, put stuff out, because you always get better.
Because, I had a little YouTube channel when I was like 14. I was watching all these explorers on YouTube going around abandoned buildings. I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I went to some abandoned buildings. I didn't have the confidence to talk on the video. So it was just like a montage with music. It was just like a montage with music. So it looks awful. And then, everyone starts somewhere.
And you know what I kind of respect is the artists and the content creators that aren't great. They're like all right, because they're more inspiring than the ones that are the best. Because for me, there's a sense of, as a poet even, if I go and see somebody perform the most amazing piece, I could never do that. There's just, I don't have that in me. But where I've been to see nights where somebody's decent, but I'm probably of a similar level, I'm like, oh, I can do that, and that's how you get better through that. So I think if your aim is to inspire people, the level you're at now is inspiring.
That
makes sense. Thank God for that. How are you going to grow your company? How are you going to make it where you want it to be?
I think the best natural way to grow it is word of mouth. So like, was it not Laurie that recommended us to you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like Laurie recommended us to Splendor.
Laurie Illingworth. Clip this out for you.
So it's like, if you do a good job for someone, but there's more to it. So it's not just, oh, you're good practically. You got to have good people skills as well, which you have to learn along the way. Like, how Lucas said, I laughed because when he first approached me, he was like, oh, you're right, like a bit shy. But then now he's got that confidence to talk to people. Like, we went to a networking event last week or the week before. Like, we were both just in the flow of talking to people. So if you have good people skills and you leave an impression on someone, as well as having the practical skills, then that's when the word of mouth happens and people...
Has that been a big process for you, Lucas? Have you ever talking to people, networking and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I was quite a shy person when I was younger.
Well, you're so really handsome.
But I just think growing through college and then after COVID really helped afterwards, because I got better at the photography as well. I think comparing myself to other people's work to what I can now, that really struggled with, because if I was there too busy comparing what equipment other people had and then what they took, and I'm like, I can't really do that. But then obviously you learn and you get better and so forth. I think that's when I struggled, obviously networking. But now that I've got content and filming as well, got experience on both sides, I can show more of a portfolio that's better, and I can compare it to other people as well from where I started. But it's all about your journey anyway, from where you start to how it's gonna go.
I like a few things you said there. One, a lot of people stop themselves, don't they? Because they're thinking about the equipment and they want the best stuff from the off. It's like, no, just get your phone, go out, start recording stuff, making stuff, doing the best you can with that, and then you start picking stuff up on the way, like, especially if you can get jobs out of it. You know, oh, I really like that shot you did, would you do this for me? And then you invest into yourself. And again, with your being confident around people, did that just happen through time as well? It was just a building process?
Yeah, it was just more of like life journeys that helps through. So obviously going to Cyprus helps a lot more.
That sounds exciting.
From obviously learning all the diving and having to speak to new people and taking people out on guides and so forth. And just being around a bigger crowd.
Were you actually guiding people into diving?
Yeah, so I had to do... Oh,
this is so transferable skills that you've picked up from that then, and you're putting into the business. That's cool. Okay, so how would it go? Were you actually having to meet people and invite them to it, or they'd be booking on
So they'd book and then they'd come up and you'd have your group on your board and you'd be like, okay. And when they come in, you greet them, you get them their rental equipment, and then you do a briefing on the boat, or
So
it
you're
depends
literally
what
doing
you're
like a
doing.
presentation,
Yeah,
aren't you?
pretty much. And I could have a group of 10, but there'd be 2 of us dive masters or an instructor.
Dive master.
Yeah.
Did you label yourself that? We are the dive masters. That's sick, man. So you went to see family in Cyprus.
Yeah.
Well, how did you fall into being a diver?
Because when I used to live there, when I was, from about 2 till about 10, my dad's a diver as well, so he got me onto it when I was about 10. So I was qualified from 10 to be a diver, but then when I came back to Cyprus, I was just working through all my courses, so my advanced, my rescue, open, and whatnot.
And were you advancing your photography skills while diving? Because I'm imagining there's some incredible sites in Cyprus.
There is a lot of sites, but I think next time when I go back, I'm going to do a bit of photography under the water as well. So I can charge people for doing, like, taking pictures of them diving, like professional photos under the water.
Is it like GoPros that we're using for this sort
I
of
was
thing?
going to say, you did it.
Yeah,
So with GoPro.
you can do GoPros, but you can also get, like, I could take James's FX3 if I wanted to, but he'd probably have to give him my arm or something to actually go diving with it. But it's also getting the cases and the lights for it. But underwater, when you see him, it's like a massive robot. It's mental. It's a lot of
That's
work.
it, man. I'll tell you, like, I'm going to follow my curiosity here. Maybe these guys don't want to listen, but there must be some, like, up and coming people that want to go down a videography path. So I'm going to nerd out a little bit. What is your equipment? Where did you start off with? Where have you got to?
So I started off with a little Canon M50, which was £500. At the time, I was like, whoa, it was like a crazy amount of money.
That's mad, yeah.
I was like, this is amazing, I'm going to get this camera. Basically, it was my dad who, I think, had some money set aside from some family member or something. And then, basically, I said to my dad, I want to do YouTube, because, so go back to 2018, I started doing YouTube. I cringe at them videos now. If we watch them, we're just laughing.
Do you
and
keep them up
cringe.
though?
Yeah,
I love
them up.
seeing people's starting journeys. Yeah, it's perfect.
But literally, the first one is I was in my bedroom and I had an iPhone just propped up. It was like an iPhone 6 or something propped up, and it's filming. And I'm reacting to some video. It's just really cringy. So I started an iPhone. I think I did it for a good couple of months. I said to my dad, I really want to do this now, but I need a camera. I was like, I can't keep filming, and I was editing on my phone as well. So I was filming it on my phone, then on iMovie, editing on a tiny screen. So I said to him, it took a bit of persuading, and Ernie was like, okay, yeah, let's go and get you a camera. So we went into town, bought the camera, and then I also got a MacBook at the time. So then I started filming, and then obviously I got the tripod, the microphone. So then I had like a bit of a starter kit at that point. It wasn't crazy amounts of money I was investing. Obviously the laptop is expensive, but like I said, you can still edit on your phone. So then I had that little like starter pack. I was filming that for ages, up until, I still had that little camera. And then when I was an employee for the property guys, they bought their own camera. So then I was using that. But anything I did on the outside was still the little Canon M50. It wasn't until the start of this year, I've got it behind me. Start of this year. Wasn't until the start of this year I invested. I invested in this. So this year is a Sony FX3. It's basically, it says on it Cinema Line. There's literally been like Netflix films made with this.
Wow, I bet that lens costs more than the actual body, right?
No, but it's still, it'll cost more than the average camera body, because I think it's about 1,200 for the lens.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then in total,
that's special.
Oh,
Let's have a view. Oh, mate, you're trusting today. Okay. Right. Yeah, because when you invest in something like this, and then everyone keeps making all their money out of like a shitty little random hello selfie, you're like, what have I done? Well, that is special, and that's where you get all the proper because good movies are still being made, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%.
And you're saying documentaries and stuff like that. Would that be the sort of direction you're looking to pursue then?
I would like to do
big budget stuff, essentially.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. I was inspired by a horror film recently. Talk to Me. Have you seen that? It's 2 directors from
I've heard of it.
New Zealand. Again, that blew them up. They were making really silly little YouTube videos and stuff together.
Oh yeah, I know you're on about.
Have you seen those guys? I mean, They're wild for a podcast.
Yeah.
The one is so ADHD.
Raka Raka.
Yeah, Raka Raka, that's the name.
That's it. Yeah. 100. Have you watched the film?
I haven't watched the film, but
It's genius.
Their YouTube videos used to be really graphic, and then I think it got to a point where YouTube said, "Okay, this can't be on YouTube," because like people's heads being blown up and stuff. So then that's when they said, "Okay, we're going to try and make a film," and that's how they're now into filmmaking like that.
Blimey! So their niche is Quentin Tarantino-esque,
Yeah,
gore,
yeah.
fear, horror. Do you have a niche? And I'm going to chuck this back at you because that is so heavy. Bloody hell!
Yeah,
All right, don't big dick me.
So niche-wise, people say you should have a niche. Well, we've realised it's 50-50. Some people say you should have a niche. Some people say you shouldn't. For me, I don't really want a really tight-knit niche because then I'm like, hey, I don't have much creative process. Like,
Pigeonhole yourself as well a bit.
So we have accidentally still got a niche. We're mainly working with property people, but like Lucas is into the live music aspect, so he wants to do photography for that. So what we want to be is basically a production company where whatever anyone wants, they can just come to us. They know we can provide the services for whatever it is.
And again, I'm using all this jargon. I don't know where I've got it from, but the UPS of that, because there is people sprouting up production companies and being videographers. Is the UPS something you said earlier in the podcast about your personalities and who you are? Is that a big part of it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
probably the biggest part of it.
Yeah, because if you can't get, like for example, one of our clients, he lives in Dubai. He has another videographer in Dubai, but he came back to England the other week, and then I filmed with him. I said to him, "Oh, how are you getting on with that videographer?" He went, "Mate, he's a weirdo."
yeah. You don't want to be stuck with that, do you?
And what his point was, I went to Luton, out of all places, with him for like a week, and we were like stuck together for a week filming a mini documentary he was doing. And then he said to me, like, he could never do that with that other videographer. He said, with me, he could spend time with me. He's not having to like act a certain way or worry about what he's saying. Like, he just gets along with me. Whereas he says he can't find that with other videographers.
Wow, so it really is about your personality and personability, if that's a word.
Yeah.
But that's quite fascinating then. And I bet as a content creator, it puts you in the easiest place as well to create.
Yeah.
So you feel you have that sort of synergy with people and ability. Yeah, I felt that with you. Like, I mean, 2 things you've done here, and both times it's been chaos. Grab that, do this. Oh no, what are we doing? But you just have this real calm and collective vibe to you. I mean, and you, Lucas, you have you been born with that?
I think so. I think I've always been quite a calm person, except when James...
And me. God.
I think the only times I get angry is James.
Wow,
Sound like a weird couple now, but...
Yeah. Calm down, lads. What
No, he's just the only person that can rattle me. I don't know what it is. Even in the office, he'll say something, and I'll just have to stay quiet. Just stick my headphones on.
We both do it to each other. So
yeah, is it a game to you two?
Yeah.
Just to see how far you can go.
Yeah.
I've got a best mate. I've got a mate. He's moved to New Zealand, and again we travelled together, everything together, and we've only fallen out once, and it was in an airport, and it was over FIFA. Yeah. Honestly, why the airport thought it was a good idea to put FIFA in there, but we literally had we're like in Asia, and we had about 15, 20 Asian people just gathered around us.
Yeah.
And they were watching in, and he scored in the last minute, and I just lost it. I was so sad. I felt the pressure, and then he didn't stop talking about it. So then I had to do silent treatment on the flight there, not talking to you. And then luckily he said something that made me howl after that, and then we were best friends again. Yeah. Love you, mate. It's always sort of business you'd be in though, like you think now it's self-employed, it's working for you and not answering to people. That's where your head's at, isn't it?
100%. There's a massive difference. So if you're working for someone, you do, obviously it's a bit extreme, but if you're like a bit of a slave, you're like, hey, I'm just helping them make money for whatever their business. You're like, hey, I'm just doing these set hours, and like you probably know from doing 9 to 5, so it gets to 4 p.m.
Oh, it's mad.
You're like, you're watching every minute, you're like, you want it to be 5 o'clock, and then as soon as it's 5 o'clock, you're gone. Whereas like if you're working on your own thing, your own business, you don't really have time limits.
Do you think that's the way the world's spinning now? Do you think most young people are trying to find their grind and their hustle?
But I do think it's hard to find as well, because there's still, obviously the world still evolves around 9-to-5 jobs. So I think it's hard to find something you've got the passion for, that you can make money from, and that you won't get bored of.
Well, I mean, you two were at school not that long ago. Right, Mikey. But yeah, do you feel that prepared you for this world and going and making it on your own, or do you think that put you into a space where you were conditioned to go and pursue like a normal job, a normal life, a normal career, or did you meet any cool teachers on the way that got you into that path?
I think, for me personally, I think it is structured in a way that conditions you to, like, so say you get to year 10, and they're like, okay, now choose your options for your lessons in year 11. I don't know what year it is, but anyway, they do that. Yeah. And then in year 11, they're like, okay, even before that. And then in year 10, they do work experience. It's okay, now go and work in a 9-to-5 job, see what that's like. In year 11, okay, now what college do you want to go to? So they're just guiding you to follow that same structure that everyone does, but...
And you didn't have anybody in a figure in either of your past. It doesn't have to be at schools, just somebody, a mentor, where you're like, oh, cool, that's a way of going about it. Do either of you remember your person?
I mean, we did have a teacher in college.
Oh, yeah.
He was really nice. I mean, me and James, we never used to go into college a lot. We were interested in the course, but there was just a lot of things we didn't like in it. For example, obviously, like the history and stuff. Yeah. Obviously, we do find it interesting and whatnot, but we wanted to do more practical things and felt it would have had more creative freedom to do what we wanted to do. But Chris, he always motivated us to do our work and film and go out. He even just used to take us out just to do the work.
You let you call him Chris as well?
Yeah.
That's a proper teacher, yeah. If you can call him by his first name, he's a G.
But it was really nice. We did have a presentation once where we couldn't stop laughing. There's points where me and James just end up laughing for no reason and we can't stop. And we just got the teacher wheezing behind the camera. And you could just hear him wheezing in front of the presentation. But I think it's good having a good teacher that you can get on with, because it does make you stay on track on what you want to do, and it does make you feel more. I can't find the word.
Sense of like belief in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go and achieve this. You can go do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't meet many of them until after school, to be honest. But when I, again, just felt inspired by people doing their thing and being like, that's possible.
I think for me, mentor-wise, Sean Davis, one of the guys I worked for, the property guy, as an employee, he taught me a lot without me even realising. He said when I did one of the first shoots with him, and he says, you know what, you're in a good position here. You're going to learn a lot from being around me and his business partner. And at the time, I thought he just meant property stuff. But then now I look back and realise I learned so much through business.
Skills.
Through him. Like every day I'd be in the car with him. He's getting all these phone calls every 5 minutes. He's got all these problems to deal with. He's doing all this problem solving. It's just constantly stuff being thrown at him. And then I also saw the aspect of like how he handles business compared to like how someone who can't handle business and does it wrong. So then, yeah, just being around him, naturally I learned a lot.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, that's wicked. How old are they guys?
31, 32.
Oh, young.
Yeah.
Mate, and they're making it.
Yeah.
Nice, man. I think this is the way the world's spinning, man.
Yeah.
I really do.
But as well, so I naturally picked up stuff from him, but he always believed in me. Like even when I stopped working for them guys, because they both moved to Dubai, and then I started my own thing, he's constantly messaging me like, oh, come on, bro, you're going to smash it, all of this. It's like he's still believing in me, so you know, like he really means it. So, yeah.
And again, do you feel, because you're quite good in front of the camera as well, I don't know if you know that, but you've got, every time you talk, a punchy energy about you. Do you think it'll always be behind the camera, or do you want to be in front of it as well? I
do want to do a bit in front of it. Like we've filmed vlogs, behind the scene vlogs, but obviously we just don't get the chance to edit them. But I think, I was saying to Lucas, I stopped doing my own YouTube channel maybe 2 or 3 years ago now, but but I would want to start doing it again. Like, if we get to a point where we've got an editor under us and we can free up a bit of time, then yeah, I would start doing it again.
I'd actually love to see you two knobbing about the country. What would it be? Where would you go with it? Do you know?
I said to Lucas, what I'd want to do is like, you know, seen ones where people do like, oh, staying at the worst reviewed hotel, but then like,
man.
compared to then the best reviewed hotel, and just staying in like quirky places, maybe going to different countries. Just explore.
Could you do it solo, or would you it'd be together, wouldn't it?
I think together.
So much more.
Lucas
fun.
could be my cameraman.
What about you, Lucas? Do you like the idea of being in front of, or are you happy behind?
Oh, I'm happy behind.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the best in front, especially not now. No, but I mean, like when James gets a camera out and he's starting to record something for like a vlog, for like work and whatnot to put behind the scenes, I'll just kind of like nod my head and go, yeah, it's good, while he carries on talking. Or he gets out and I start laughing and I can't do it.
Do you really have to kind of think about where you want to get with it? Because for me, I'm really quite torn as an artist, as when I convolute my grid of stuff that's not necessarily anything that I'm passionate about. Say I've got my music and the videos that I've spent my time on, and I'm saying what I want to say and all that, and then I'm clogging it up with stuff because I think that's what gets seen. It feels a bit fake to me. It doesn't feel like where I want to be. But that concept where you've got to keep pumping stuff out, I bet there's a lot of people torn in being real, creating what you really want to create, but also staying relevant and staying seen. Do you know, there's 100%. So much facet to it. It's a fascinating art form now, and I'm quite enjoying it. Can you run with me on that? Like, what's your thoughts?
I think in the ideal world, it would be nice if you just post what you want to post and it's going to do well online and stuff, and you can get like followers from it, get new connections from it, but it's turned into like a bit of a game. Like, if you just post a reel, no caption, no cover art, no hashtags, it's not going to go anywhere. It might get 20 views. but it gets a bit tiring. It's like, oh, see, now you got to think of a cover art for an Instagram reel, what the caption's going to be, make sure it has keywords, make sure you've got hashtags. Like, it's just, there's a lot that goes into it. It does get tiring.
Isn't it? Nauseous, nauseating.
Yeah,
it's just a bit of a, I don't know what the word is again, but I think that fallacy, like, it doesn't feel like...
It's more of like a burnout.
Yeah, I think so. It's just confusing. It's tiring to keep up with where you need to position yourself with it. Again, do you think there is that fine balance of staying true to creating the content that you feel proud of and that you really enjoy doing, and not just following the trends, but then keeping your eye on the trends as well?
Yeah, I think it's hard though, because like, it's easy to get obsessed with, oh, that's a trend, we need to be doing that, rather than doing stuff you like. Like, even for us on the business page, I like to do like the day in my life little reel, where it's like, oh, day in my life, this is what we did. I'm doing a voiceover through little clips, but
that feels quite real. I like that. I love watching this.
So I want to do more of them, but obviously we're not doing something every single day that's interesting. Some days we're just editing. So then some days I'm like, oh, I need to post a reel. I can't think of what to post. So then I'm just putting something together quickly. I'm not really passionate about, but it's got to go out there.
So you're sort of feeling there is, you kind of do need to keep onto that.
Yeah, I think the main thing is, it doesn't really have to be trends, but the main thing is consistency.
Yeah, consistency. Just get something made.
Yeah.
Create for creation's sake as well.
Yeah.
I've learnt a thing recently, boys. On Instagram, you can just put it onto your reels bit, so you don't have to do it on grids.
Yeah.
Because I just kept putting stuff. I was like, oh, it looks stupid now. I'm just like, here I am. That's a 10 out of 10 for that hot dog. Here I am. But as long as it doesn't clog up my whole space that I feel quite pride on.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's your lesson. There's one. Oh, well, you're getting everything from this.
And you can also do trial reels now. So say if you filmed a reel when you're on holiday somewhere, and you've done maybe a couple of different intros to it, you can post each one as a trial reel, and it won't show on your feed until, basically, it'll only show to people who don't follow you. So then you can see which one gets the most views and better performance, and then you put that one onto your main grid.
We're getting stacked with content at the minute. I mean, like, chop, get this all out. That's great. You said something else in what you just said as well about just creating something that you're not proud of, do you not get, because you're not creating cool stuff all day, so when you're doing that day in the life of, does it not feel a bit icky to you?
Yeah, it does. I think I was going to say as well, the important thing is to still have time to do something you enjoy. Because if you're just posting stuff you don't enjoy just to try and get views, you'll just get burnt out and stop doing it. Like, it's just natural. You're not going to keep that up because you're not enjoying it.
Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, because that's where it feels a bit sloppy as the process then. It's just, right, go on, see what somebody else is doing, go, I'll just do that, imitate it and make a version of it and throw it out and just keep doing that. But I like what you say there is you're going to get bored of that eventually. Because, you might feel this validation from clicks and views and whatever it is. But I think deep, innately, you know when something's not you. And you can look back at it.
But also, people watching know as well. Like the content the content you've been doing on your Instagram, if you were doing it, fucking hell, I've got a post, I can't really be bothered, they can tell you're not enthusiastic. Whereas you can see when you're watching videos you put on, you're having a laugh, you're enjoying what you're doing, and people can sense that.
It's like an energy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, 100%.
Yeah, while we've been talking, I've been thinking about my favourite creators.
Yeah.
And that's probably the word that shines through all of them is like authenticity and 100%. Realness. Real recognise real, don't they? Okay, what's some of your favourite content creators? I'm
not always so big on the content creation, but I like a lot of the fitness content creators on YouTube. But are you meaning like photography, videography wise, or just in general?
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of like photography content. I do on Instagram and TikTok. I like to have a lot of learning through that instead of going onto YouTube, just quick learning. So you're just scrolling through. So it's like, what do they call it? Like doom scrolling, but you're actually learning something.
I was going to say, because don't really, for your business, have to stay quite glued into what is happening in that sphere.
Yeah.
So I bet every time when you are doom scrolling, you're like, I'm doing business right now. This is relearning.
That's kind of an excuse,
Yeah. Bless. Same with you, James. You've got quite a lot of people you follow. I've seen, haven't you been working with some big names recently?
Oh, you probably think of what, the TikToker, Nicole?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just hit 1 million followers on TikTok. So
really?
She's doing well, yeah.
Again, how do you get these collaborations?
I think it's a case of you've got to always be looking. Like you can't be too complacent and be like, oh, we've got, say, 2 or 3 clients who are paying a set amount a month. Yeah, we're set. Because then imagine if 2 of them go, oh no, next month we don't need content. You're like, well, now I've got no money coming in. So you'll always be looking for new clients. So I just happened to see on her story where she said she needed a videographer. So I just swiped up, said, okay. And I think I swiped up one time and didn't get a reply. I chased her up, and then that time she replied, and then we did the first shoot. And then from there, just been working with her.
It's a theme with you, isn't it? Constantly like badgering.
Yeah. Well, as well, that takes us back to what I said about word of mouth. I get people sending me people's stories like, oh, this person's looking for a videographer. So yeah, through that as well.
Oh, that's awesome. What's her thing? What does she do?
Oh, just
madness.
Madness.
Shout at people.
Yeah.
Just craziness.
And again, do you not think it gets someone healthy when all you're doing, I don't know if this is unhealthy, I've not got a thought to it yet, but as a creator, you're just looking for it everywhere. So what can I do today? How can I create? What can I make? And you're just seeing it in every moment. Are you really living life?
I feel like you've got to have a bit of a balance. Let's say if you're on top of some beautiful mountain and you just look through your phone or looking through your camera, no, you should have a bit of time to just actually take it in and be present in the moment. But as well, I like that side where people can get creative and capture it in different ways. So I think it depends, yeah.
I think that's where I'm leaning to, because I probably had a bit of this nostalgic, just live your life, be in the moment, be present vibe. But now I'm making it, and I've been labelled it throughout my life, ADHD, but I've got that very busy, constant, I want to create, I want to make, I want to build something vibe. It's calmed me a lot, because all the time I'm feeling, oh, how would that fit into the picture? Oh, how could I turn that into something? Yeah. So maybe it's a certain mind that this world has sort of turned to, and it's saved us, basically.
I feel like if you can have a balance to it. I feel like I've got a balance. I can appreciate something like that. So if I was on top of a mountain, I don't think I'd hike it, but still. Then I'd be there appreciating it, like, well, this is a beautiful view, whatever. But then as well, I'd want to capture it as like a memory. Because for me, it's memories. Like all of this, we could look back on this in a year's time, but that's a good memory.
When we were absolutely pranging out of the stuff. Where's the driver? I'll remember that. Hey, Mikey, how you doing, lad? Yeah. So, do you think we've mentioned a few things, but the one that really seems to be what sticks is being yourself. You're not got to like constantly look to one up each other and be in that game. And comparing, you mentioned comparing earlier, it's like, just do you and stick to that kind of vibe. That's what eventually you'll find your tribe through that and the people that stay.
And I feel like as well, instead of seeing something as a competition, I follow a lot of videographers and local people, like a guy called Tyree Media. He's like down the road from where I live. He's really creative with what he does. I don't look at that and go, oh, I'm shit compared to him. I look at it and go, whoa, that's a really good idea, and get inspired by it. So I think get inspired by people instead of seeing it as a competition.
You always had that ideology, because I think a lot of people do compare, and it's probably that saying, the thief of joy.
Yeah.
So have you had to attune yourself to that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Something you learn over time.
So would you say at the start it was jealousy? When comparing, you felt, I wished I was that, but in a sort of more negative light. And then as you go through it and you learn, you go, I wished I could do that, but in a totally different energy.
Yeah.
I think it is a bit of envy as well, that they're more ahead than you.
Again, it makes you want to do well. So I think envy is probably a good emotion.
Here we go. It's more of like imposter syndrome. You go there and you've got your camera and you're like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. People have got all these rigged out cameras, and then I'm just here with just a little camera, just being here. And I feel like, obviously, you have to move past that because everyone started somewhere. I think that's what made me click more. Like, they probably started where I started. Not everyone is.
I feel because you're quite a sensitive soul like me.
Yeah.
I think that's what we resonate on. But everyone's winging it. Everyone's kind of just doing their thing. But maybe because, not they've got more ego, but they've just maybe got more swag about them.
Yeah.
You look at them and you feel, oh, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they don't really. But those souls where it's a bit more, like I said, sensitive, that's probably where the imposter syndrome comes from.
Yeah.
But they're all feeling it. They just don't give it off.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're mint really, aren't we? We're absolutely sound.
But I think it is nice to have them there because you can always learn from them as well. Because I feel like you become better as a photographer or just a general person anyway if you learn from someone who's been there where you were at the start.
Yeah, completely agree with that.
But I think that's the one thing I've noticed over years as well. It's in the creative space like videography, photography, even what you do, poetry, all of that. Compared to, say, the property scene, there's a lot of competition there. They all want to like do better than the other. I go to an event. I remember I went to a first event. There was another videographer. I thought, oh God, he's gonna think I'm standing on his toes here, like getting him away. Just came over to me. Oh, you alright, mate? I like camera, all of this. And then every event since, everyone just chats to you, and like they're encouraging of what you're doing.
Yeah, I think if you are a dick, you get called out quite quickly. Yeah, and then you don't get the gigs booked in and stuff. I suppose that is it. That a lot of the gigs I've done, like you were saying earlier, if you can just make people feel at ease, straight away you've turned up, it's a good atmosphere, nice feeling, they gravitate back to you straight away from that. Especially when it says, have you done a wedding before or anything?
We did one and it was his dad's wedding.
Mate, yeah, but you feel, it's their big day, isn't it? So you've got to turn up to that and not getting this, right, I've got to get this perfect, get that right. It's also being human in that experience. Yeah, I suppose everywhere that you work is a different setting. I've worked at very corporate type stuff, and they do want you to not be Joker and Jack the Lad. They want you to be turn up, like, get on it, just do it. So, do you like the corporate stuff, or can you work everywhere? Or
on the videography side of it all?
Yeah, I was thinking that these are just lived experiences I've had. But again, the energy, I couldn't really do corporate much because that's just not who I am as a person. I like being really free to, oh, that's a nice feeling, or that's a nice shot. But then they're like, bam, bam, bam.
What I've noticed is it's not really to do with whether it's corporate or say for like a social media influencer. It's literally to do with their personality.
Yeah.
Because I've worked for someone before who was horrible to work for, would critique everything I did, even though I knew deep down I was good at what I was doing.
Yeah.
He made me then start guessing it, because it's like over a long period of time I was like, what? And then say if I set up a shot there, obviously knowing what I'm doing with over a decade experience, you'd be like, no, it needs to be there. I'm like, yeah, but you're paying me, I know what I'm doing, I'm the expert here. So then over that time, I didn't have any creative process at the end of that, and it like dampened that right down. I wasn't enjoying it. But then now, I've worked with clients again who are encouraging, like I said, and the difference is, like the two property guys in Liverpool, they said to me and Lucas, they said, you're the experts, do what you need to do.
Oh, that's
and they're
nice.
trusting us. And then like, yeah, Nicole, the TikToker, she's the same. They're paying, they just want to be able to do what they're doing while we're doing what we're the experts at.
You mentioned paying.
Yeah.
It's got, like, did the imposter syndrome come into pricing yourself? And do you have advice for young people going into, it doesn't have to be videography, but business, about pricing yourself and taking that step?
We really struggled with that for a little bit. I think to price yourself, it is hard because you don't know what you're worth. Well, you do know your worth, you know you're good at what you do, but it's obviously the beginning where you struggle to price yourself. But obviously down the line, I think me and James just went, yeah, we'll just charge this for that. But then we still do kind of struggle now with what to do with pricing sometimes. But I think it's just easier to know what you're worth, how much your equipment's worth, and what you can do. Because if you were like pricing yourself really low, not everyone's going to think, oh, it's just going to be a budget photographer, videographer. And then obviously if you start budgeting yourself a bit higher, it's obviously going to be a bit more high end.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's interesting. They did a study once, didn't they? And they had the same chocolate bar and different wrappers.
Yeah.
There's one was like a Mars bar and it was pristine and beautiful, and the other was in this like shitty little packaging all crumpled up. But every time they put that Mars bar one at like £1 and the shitty one at 20p, but everyone went to the £1.
Yeah.
Just because like, oh, it just looks like it's going to be a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you say do shoot yourself at a top end.
Well,
maybe not to start with.
No, when you're first starting, I'd say do a couple of free shoots.
Yeah,
like we did.
yeah.
That's what we did. So like,
I did a year of free shit.
but even through that, you're building the connections, you're building the networking, and then you're gaining the experience as well. Because if we charged at the start, I think our price was usually like £500, or no, it was between like 250 to 500.
Yeah.
So it was in that bracket. But then if we charged 500 and then the camera was out of focus or the audio was like messed up or something, then they're going to be like, well, what have I just paid for? So that's why we did a couple of free shoots to like basically learn more as well.
We did a lot of free stuff.
Yeah, can you just? That's the phrase I know the most.
But then
can
now,
you just?
then now at a point where we'll never do a free shoot.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a family member.
Something you really like, I want to see what that's all about.
Yeah,
or it could open up other opportunities and doors.
Because now I'd say we're in like the middle bracket. Because of the equipment we've got, we invested a lot of money at the start of the year into equipment. So it's like we've got kind of the high-end equipment now, so we can't be charging low prices. But then it is still, the hard bit for me is some people understand the worth of it all, a lot of people still don't. So like, they'd say, what, that amount just for this? And you're like, no, that's not just what goes into it. Because we're filming it, then obviously it's the equipment you're using, the camera is $5,000 in itself, and then the time editing software, all the software you're paying for, like you're paying for a lot.
You know it, like you've done years and years of experience of it as well, and all the mistakes that you've had on the way. Mistakes. We've still not learned. 10 years in. But yeah, it is experience, isn't it? And getting somebody on the day that's going to make that whole environment just easy to work with. Whereas you're getting somebody that's just got into it that year, and it puts the pressure on the client. They're there going, do they know what they're doing? Am I alright here? Rushing about.
Yeah, 100%.
Everything we're talking about, energies. Beautiful. So you're on the up. We've got this business. Are you pretty much stacked with stuff at the minute?
we've got a decent amount of clients, yeah, but we're still wanting to take on more clients.
Listen in, everyone. And again, you've not pocketed yourself in anywhere, so you're just... Is it everything at the minute? Is it very widespread? It's music videos, it's working with these two, they're doing the properties.
Yeah.
Have you done a documentary yet?
I did the one for Sean, which was like a property mini documentary, but wasn't really happy with it because the edit was a bit rushed. So I've done a documentary. I did when I went to Eastbourne in 2021, I think it was. They've got Eastbourne Cliffs where people go. It's a really weird thing. People go to end their life there, but like from all over the world. Like they'll travel from another country just because it's a beautiful place, and they want to do it in a beautiful place. I guess I don't really know the psychology. Yeah,
and it's legal.
It's near.
What?
It's so bad. When I went, we had a team of about 6 cars, and it was the chaplaincy team. Their pure job, 24 hours a day, is to, if they see anyone on the like walking close to the edge or whatever, to go up to them, and obviously they're trained to try and talk them out of jumping.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see what
So
you mean. When I said
anyway-
is it legal, I meant like to go and do it. So.
But then the point I'm getting at is I learned about that, and I was doing a YouTube video at the time. I was like, you know what? It's quite interesting to add that in because I bet not many people know about that.
No.
And it's quite a crazy thing. So
Are they
then,
volunteers, these people?
yeah.
Wow.
And there's just 24 hours a day. But the fact, that's what stood out to me. The fact it wasn't one car. You think, oh, maybe one person is there to do that. 6 cars are needed. That's how often it happens. But yeah, I did like a mini documentary segment in that YouTube video, which...
Is this something you love about your job as well? Just how far spread it goes?
Yeah.
You know, every day you meet in the most interesting humans, and one day you could be doing that type of thing.
Yeah.
Then you've got your more corporate stuff or a musician. It's
exactly.
just everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah, that's something, the way your mind works. You couldn't just keep drilling at the same thing.
No, because I would get bored of it.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you're inspiring me today, lad. You're inspiring me. So, we've gone quite heavy on the business.
Yeah.
And your passion of videography. Do you feel you're going to set up this and then go on, like, you've got a bored ADHD brain, you go on to other things? So you're going to got other passions and visions?
At the minute, the main vision is to just grow this to a point where there's a team where we're making a good amount of money each month, like it's running smoothly, and then we did say we might step into property and do something.
Oh, have you been inspired by these guys?
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah. So it's investment stuff, is it?
Yeah, 100%.
You make your books here, you go over there.
Yeah.
But is there a long goal then? Is it, if you make all this money, would the dream be go and be the YouTube kind of sensation?
So for me, the goal is, and the dream is to just be like, have the time and location freedom. Say if we wake up tomorrow like, oh, should we just go to another country? We just do it. Just having that freedom to travel the world, experience different communities, stuff like that.
It's like a real life for people now, isn't it? There's so many people, particularly young people, but all people, that have made it this way.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think we've got here?
I think a lot of people are just waking up to how backwards the school system and work system is. Like, so old-fashioned, and it's like what I said before, what you're achieving. You get to the end of your life, you're like, okay, I went through school, college, went in debt to go to university, then I was in a 9-to-5 job, okay, then what? They've only spent like maybe 5% of their life travelling the world or experiencing different things. I think people don't want that anymore.
So yeah, it's been, again, generationally handed down to us. So this is how you do it, this is how you do it. And then at some point it's just...
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. I don't know what has just caused everyone to wake up.
Probably social media, the rise in social media. And just one video doing well and pushing that on. And then people just trying out new things, and that all sparking oh, that's possible, this is possible. And our accessibility to... It's just gone so fast, hasn't it? And I suppose I'm going so fast myself here, but AI, the advancement in that, lots of jobs feeling and becoming obsolete.
Yeah.
Suppose in the social media sphere, you get to build yourself, don't you? You're creating like a version of you to showcase to people. So I imagine that way. And then adverts and making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right. I think I'm freezing my dick off right now. We are in the bus. I would have got it all nice and warmly set up if I wasn't panicking on doing stuff like that. But would you be up for being guests and coming back on and doing some stuff with you?
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed your experience of the Old Farm Bus?
It's been good.
Back at the bus session.
Yeah.
Anything in a segment of giving advice to people on your path? I'll let you both have a minute on that.
I'd say just stick with it and be inspired by people. Don't see it as a competition, and everyone starts somewhere. Like we started a little £500 camera. You can start on your iPhone these days and just get creative. Go out to little businesses or go out to like stuff like this, the Old Farm, and say, oh, we want to create a video for you, and then just keep building it from there.
I like that, and that does transfer to all aspects of what your passion is.
Yeah, 100%.
Pursue it, do it, and go and meet the people in that sphere that get it.
Yeah.
Anything from you, Lucas?
So take the risk, because otherwise you'll regret it afterwards. It's better to go hard on yourself now than it will be in 50 years, 60 years, and regret everything else that you've done before.
That's a nice image, isn't it, though? Yeah. No regrets, baby.
Yeah.
And look at you, you're on the back of a bus now, freezing your dick off. Yeah, I made it. Beautiful. Right, I'll do my little bit. Guys, we are back. It's the Old Farm Bus, back at the bus session. If you do want to come on here and just have a chat about anything, it can be mental health, it can be just your passion, just your thing, then come on up, come and get in contact. My man, I'm always content ready. Welcome, thank you very much. It's the Old Farm Bus, back at the bus session. We've had a great time. I love these two. Guys, promote yourselves. Where you from? What's your thing?
Blank Creative Agency, and we do videography, photography, content creation, social media management. Basically, we're just creating premium content for businesses, entrepreneurs, and even just individuals.
Thank you very much. I'm out. Simple as that. Go check them out. Big love, guys. Peace and love. See you soon.